What's going on, my homies? I'm Leo Coys, part of Colorado Spurs and a diehard Tottenham Hotspur fan. Welcome to this episode of Mile High Hotspur. Gonna do something a little different today for you guys. I'm gonna try and read out some of these news articles that I find here off the Tottenham website and kind of just relay them to you guys and see how you guys feel about that. Get your opinions down in the comments below. But like I said, thank you guys for joining me. This is the first episode of the Tottenham Hotspur update. Um, and so yeah, I'd just like to remind you guys to please hit the like while you're here, and subscribe. If this is your first time coming to the channel, bienvenido, welcome. So let's just get right into this, you guys. I'm gonna pull up some news first here, and then we'll just go from there. So let me start off with this first one here. I guess our old homie Joe Rodon is loving his new life at Leeds. It says here that this is according to Inside Football. Um, New boy loving Ellen Road life. So there we go. There's Joe Rodon right there. 25-year-old completed a season-long move to Ellen Road from Tottenham. Um, Goes on to say the Whites boss Daniel Fark was keen on bringing the Wales center back in a bid to bolster his defensive options. He finally got his man. Wow, if that's who he's dependent on to bolster his defense, I like to see how good his defense is. Now, Rodon insisted that he is enjoying a good relationship with Fark at Ellen Road, with the lack of close with the lack of a close relationship with the boss at Spurs. This is something different for him. So he's saying he wasn't really too the coaches haven't been too fond of him at Tottenham, and so he's kind of enjoying, I guess being underneath of the wing of his new coach there. So he further claimed that after his spell at Swansea, he is again thinking of himself as a key figure. Okay, so yeah, dropping down a division, and now he's a key player. At least he feels like at Swansea, I did have a close relationship with the boss, Roden says. But at Spurs, it was more on your own. I was more on my own. I learned a lot in that period being at Spurs. Well, that's good. At least you learned something. We learned something about you too, Joe Rodon. Um, so there we go. He looks like I guess, he's ready for a nice step up there. Or I guess not step up, but he's ready to step up, I guess is the best way of putting that. And so yeah, good luck to you, Joe Roden. Good luck. Hopefully you do bits over there in Leeds. I kind of have a soft spot for Leeds. I like Leeds for some reason there. Ever since that movie Damn United. Of course, the reason why I did want to make this video was because of the whole, let me see here, the whole Ansu Fati ordeal, right? Ansu Fati was supposed to be coming to Spurs, and now it's looking like Brighton have pipped us to that signing. Let me go ahead and bring up another page here for you guys to be able to see what I'm seeing. So yeah, we were looking at Ansu Fati. I was pretty stoked about this move, although I did think that it was too good to be true, honestly. And this is from Talksport, from Jackson Cole. He's saying Brighton are hoping to pull off a statement signing of Barcelona forward Ansu Fati. Talksports understands. Fati, who was once tipped to be Lionel Messi's successor at the Camp Nou, was linked with the loan switch to Tottenham earlier on Wednesday. So this was just earlier today that we were linked with a move to him. But the 20-year-old could now join the Seagulls with manager Zerbi set to be set to be the key driver in the negotiations. Well, Fati has fallen out of favor at Barcelona under Xavi, turning in just 47 minutes of La Liga action this season. It is reported the Barcelona want 100% of Fati's wages covered by any team that takes him on. So yeah, Ansu Fati, that would have been an interesting buy there. I think the with him being gone now, and not being an option for us, that might just open up the window for the Johnson player to come over from Nottingham Forest. Um, so it's looking like that deal is almost over the line. No, here we goes yet. Of course, I don't think there's a here we go yet for the Ansu Fati to Brighton, but I think there was definitely an almost here we go from Fabrizio Romano. But yeah, you guys, that's the Ansu Fati. Let me know how you guys feel about that. What does that say about our board? It seems that Brighton were able to get this job done, this deal done in a matter of maybe 4 to 5 hours, as to where we make known our interest in these players and basically do all the negotiations for these other teams to just then come and steal our player from underneath of our nose. Again, Luis Diaz comes to mind when I think about that. Right, we kind of had everything negotiated for Liverpool for them to just step in and to do what they did. Um, so yeah, I personally I'm not too bummed about this deal. I am, however, I was kind of entertaining the idea of Ansu Fati coming to Spurs. I would definitely like to see how that how he would fit in to our attack. Um, but like a lot of things, it just seems to be too good to be true, you guys. Let me see if I can find something on an update of from Johnson here. Um, Let me see. While I look for this, you guys, let me know in the comments what were your guys' opinions as far as oh, this is what I do want to talk about too. Well, what is your guys' opinion on the game against Fulham? Mm, We are out of a cup already, and it's the end of August. And our only hope for a cup now, I guess, is just the FA Cup. I just pulled up a different article. I wanted to pull up an article on Johnson there because I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not the most versed on this whole Johnson deal. I just know the player that he is. I know he's a Welsh international. And what I've seen of him, he's a good player. So he does interest me. You guys, let me know in the comments below. Is he a player that we should be hyping up? Is he a player that's, of that caliber where we should be happy he's coming in? Or is this one of those signings where we need to question the board again? I'm asking an honest question because, like I said, I don't follow Nottingham Forest. I try to watch as much Premier League football as I can, but sometimes I just end up watching just the Spurs game and maybe some other games. But so I'm not really too familiar with Johnson. So I'm not going to start capping about that. Let me know, you guys, how you guys feel about Johnson. Is he an adequate player to have? I would assume he might slide in on the left side, which is where I think we have the biggest problems. Is our I mean, gosh, we have problems on the right side too of our attack, but the left is probably the weakest. Let me see here. I'm gonna pull up this article because I heard this earlier today, and now I'm actually gonna be reading this for the first time. Let me see. I heard so a, a couple weeks back or a week back or something like that. I heard that Harry Kane was gonna come back to the club to say his goodbyes to the players and to come back to come back to Tottenham Hotspur way and to be able to say a formal goodbye. But check this out, you guys, and this is a story from Goal by Matthew Holt. Harry Kane blocked. Tottenham refused to let the striker into training ground to bid farewell to teammates or gather belongings before Bayern move. Um, here's a little picture now there of Kane and his new kit. Um, yeah. Tottenham refused to let Harry Kane say goodbye to his former teammates in the hours leading up to his move. Um, Let's see what happened here. The 30-year-old departed from North London for Germany in early August in a deal worth 85 million, 109 million, ending his 19-year stay at the club. However, the Telegraph reports that Kane was refused permission to say goodbye to Tottenham teammates on the day he departed the club. If this is true, Levy, you are a fucking wanker. Let's see here. The bigger picture transpiring as a sad turn of events for the England captain. Kane was also not allowed to pick up any of his personal possessions before flying off to Munich later that day to complete his move to the Bundesliga's champions. The forwards representatives have chosen not to comment on him being told to stay away from the training ground ahead of his Bayern move. You guys, what do you make of this? Here we go. Another picture of Kane. Um, what's next for Kane? Who gives a fuck? So they really didn't go into much of this that I wanted to. But it did basically go over what I heard you guys, and that was Harry Kane wasn't allowed to say goodbye to his teammates. You guys, what do you make of this? Let me know down in the comments, please. And while you're here, guys, hit the like. Just dab that joint. Give it the old Bobby K fist pump, if you will, to the like button and subscribe, you guys, if you haven't. I definitely appreciate that. Wow, that one still is a shocker to me. It doesn't surprise me, right? It's like that ex-girlfriend that still has your stuff and won't let you go get it because she wants to be toxic. Not that I know by experience, you guys. I'm just saying that that shit happens. Um, yeah. It's funny. So, but yeah, that's fucked up. Harry Kane not allowed to say kind of like the whole Mauricio Pochettino when we got rid of him, he kind of left a message on the whiteboard. I don't know if you guys remember. He wrote a message and left, and now it looks like they did the same with him. I guess even leading up to it, he was the last couple of days when he even asked, hey, can I still train with the first team ahead of the Brentford game? So. Yeah, it's a tough one, you guys. I'm disappointed in the way we handled that one. Let me go back into this website here and see what else we could see here. It says Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs handed huge Ansu Fati. Yeah, blah blah. Ansu Fati could kiss some ass now if he's gonna be gone. I really want to pull something up here about well here, let me go ahead and pull this up real fast. It's worth a nice little shout. I'm going to show you guys as well. Atletico Madrid, Madrid de Atletico. Got it. Cool. We're down with grabbing as many cookies as we need to. Atletico Madrid revived talks with Tottenham over signing Pierre-Emile Højbjerg on loan with obligation to buy for 40 million after the midfielder was linked with Man United. Wowzers. Excuse me. Atletico Madrid have revived talks to Tottenham over loan deal. Midfielder Pierre-Emile Højbjerg with obligation to buy. Manchester United have also been linked with a move for Højbjerg in the remaining days of the transfer window. The Red Devils are looking to conduct late business in the window that shuts on Friday with Eric ten Heisenberg desperate to reinforce his midfield. Højbjerg hasn't been the first name on United's shortlist, but could be braced for a late move after the club were offered the chance to open talks over a deal, as reported by the Telegraph. Guys, again, in the comments, let me know. Højbjerg, would you mind him going to Manchester United, or is he another player that we're wanting to get rid of and sending him abroad so God forbid we have to face him in any cup competitions or in the Premier League. Let me know in the comments below. Is this a good move for us? Should we be trying to get rid of him to Atletico as opposed to Manchester United, or do you guys just feel like whatever, Højbjerg, go get your cash and go play wherever the hell you want to? Let me know, you guys, how you feel about that. Let me see what else we're pulling up here. That was it. So yeah, I did want to talk about the Hoiberg. Jet Spence, we as we all know, got his loan to Leeds. Gonna be playing with Joe Rodon. I guess hopefully both of them could be big part players there for them and get their value up. So when they come back, if we're not gonna use them, we could get rid of them. So let me go ahead and pull this story up real quick and show you guys. This is like I was just saying, Jet Spence, believe me, Jet Spence to Leeds fans on Wednesday night. Let's see what he says. Jet Spence completed a move to Leeds United on loan from Spurs. He sent an exciting forward message to the Leeds fan this evening. 23, Spence is 23 already. Okay. So I'm assuming this here is I'm assuming this here is his message. Here's his Instagram, and it says, "Exciting times, exciting times. Believe me, believe that." Well, Jet Spence, I hope you believe that, man. I hope you believe you're in for exciting times down there in the championship. Hopefully you could get leads back up to the Premier League. A team that should always be in the Premier League. Um, let's go back here and see what else we could pull up and see. Um, oh my God, this just caught my eye. I have to pull this up so I can show you guys. My homie Jacob, United Spurs of America, big up, would definitely not like this. He would laugh at this probably. Report: Harry Kane has asked Bayern Munich to sign one Tottenham player. My homie Jacob, can you guess what player that is? The one and only fuck boy, Eric Dyer. This is according to Talk Sport on Tuesday. Sky Sport reporter Kev, I'm not even going to try, but according to that human being there, Eric Dyer has emerged as a shock late target for Bayern that the center back could reunite with Kane at the Alliance Arena. Oh my God. The journalist added that the Bavarian Giants are not the only German club interested in the 29-year-old waste of space with rivals. Borussia Dortmund also said to be eyeing a late deal for the fucking POS Eric Dyer. Wow. Harry Kane recommends Eric Dyer to Bayern Munich. Bayern's interest in Dyer is now also been backed up by Talksport, who assert that Kane recommended the defender signing to Thomas Tuchel. Dude, Kane, do us a favor, my homie. Do us a favor and take him. Thomas Tuchel, take him. You played against him. You should know how good he is. Center forwards and midfielders alike see Eric Dyer as an opposing player and just fear for their life. They know they're not going to get any stats that game. They know that Eric Dyer is going to lock them down. Eric Dyer has got this. So please, Bayern Munich, if you're listening to my little podcast, if you listen to my little channel, please take Eric Dyer. God, I can't stand that idiot. Let me see what else we could pull up here as far as any news. Brighton make approach 35 million rated, so that's another Ansu Fati. Let's see here. Inter Milan could make a late swoop. Let me pull this one up. Inter Milan could make a late swoop for a Tottenham player. Another one of these bullshit ones, okay? Inter Milan could make late swoop for Spurs outcast baller player of the year and Dombele. Please, another one. Take us. Don't you know how good this player is? When opposing teams see that he's not even on the bench, they shiver because, the last thing they want is to face this guy. According to Italian news outlet FC Inter 1908, who report that the Nerazzurri have made a contact with the London-based side about a possibility of loaning the Frenchman in the final couple of days of the window. Inter have already made 11 signings this summer. Wow, big up Inter. The arrival of Benjamin Pavard from Bayern takes the Nerazzurri's account well into the double digits. Wow, but Inter may not be done. Reports suggest that they are still working to make one more midfield signing before the end of the window. They saved the best for last. A blockbuster signing. That would be for them. Who knows? Maybe he's a good omen. Napoli took him and won the Scudetto. So let's see if Inter try to go the same way. You guys hit up the likes. Thank you for joining me as I did this debut. The Tottenham Hotspur update is what it's going to be called. And please, you guys, while you're here, hit the likes, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're edging ever closer to 300. Follow us on Instagram. We are starting to post stuff on Instagram more frequently, and that's at Mile High Hotspur. And follow us on Twitter at Mile High Hotspur. Again, this is Denver's very own Tottenham Hotspur podcast, the Mile High Hotspur with Leo Coys and Parker Coys. Thank you for tuning in. And as always, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. I hope all you guys are having a wonderful day, night, morning, evening, however it is you want to look at it. Yeah, so real quick before I sign off, I just wanted to wrap a little bit about the whole game at Craven Cottage. First thing I want to say about the game is excellent view for the TV broadcast at Craven Cottage. I just have it like real high up, so I was able to watch the whole game and try to uh, analyze, if you will, certain points and pay more attention to our formation, the ins and outs of what these players are doing. Because I've said this before, sometimes it's tough to kind of get a big picture because on the broadcast footage, all you see is like what they show you, and a lot of times it's like just the player in possession, and they zoom out, but they don't show like the whole pitch. So you're not able to see like the whole formation versus their formation. And I thought yesterday, the camera view from Craven Cottage was excellent and allowed me to do that. So I was able to kind of nerd out on that. One thing I will notice was I like how our right back and left back are kind of making a square with our two center backs. Um, they're playing literally right in front of them, right above them, which I thought was cool. Let our right wingers and left wingers come up the pitch more. I really enjoyed watching that. I liked how we possessed a lot of the ball. I didn't like how we weren't able to pick that lock. It goes to show just how critical, how key Madison is, and what a great signing Madison has been for us to be able to do what he's done. And look, guys, as soon as he came on, he made a big difference. Um, Madison was an excellent player when he came on. I think I was really hyped when I seen Richarlison bag his goal. I think he needed that. It'll do good for his confidence. I was really calling for Solomon and Perisic to get their chance, and they had it, and they just couldn't capitalize. So now I guess it's back to Sonny and Decky on the wings. And so yeah, we'll see. But I thought we played good. It was a bummer that we got beat in penalties. One thing I will say about the penalties before, of course, Sanchez. Um, God, man, when I was watching that and I seen him come up, I don't know if it's just me or what, but I didn't see any confidence in that man whatsoever. I hate to say this, and I know it's probably going to sound cliche because we all probably said the same thing, but I just knew he was going to miss it when I seen him step up to take it. And why he's taking penalties, I don't know, but yeah, that's kind of about spilt milk. So yeah, I was upset with that. I'm not going to say we lost the game because of him. It shouldn't have got to penalties to begin with. I think our starting lineup, as much as I wanted to see a change, I didn't want to see that much of a change. I don't think anybody would have anticipated such a big change. But it is what it is with that. And we're out of the cup, you guys. It sucks. We're out of the cup. Um, I really thought we would be able to go on a nice little cup run. And I guess now we just have to look forward to the FA Cup. And I'm bummed about that. But we'll be all right. Oh, it is what it is. So yeah, we have a game coming up against Burnley. Real quick, I didn't make a match day vlog just because it was a weekday video. I couldn't get off of work to go. I couldn't go to the pub. So I caught whatever I could just on my phone. Was able to watch it, but I wasn't able to leave work. So yeah, That no match day vlog this for this game. I will have match day vlog for the Burnley, so look out for that. And I don't know if we're doing a Parker's pitch. I couldn't tell you, but thank you guys for joining me on this debut Tottenham Hotspur update. That's a tough one. But I appreciate you guys joining. If you're still here, I appreciate you. Drop a like, drop a sub, and as always, catch you on the next one. Come on, you Spurs. Big Ange, we trust, and I